What's up, Buzz fam? Back with another Beers and Bars video. I'm Casey.
This is Court.
Today we're checking out Chester P's.
Fire in the streets. Man, so my man Charlie Sloth is taking it to the streets.
Yeah, we down on that corner?
Hey, listen, man. Hey, we ain't indoors anymore.
Out on the streets?
Like, we go to the desert? Shit. Yeah. And we going to the streets now.
Twinkly and Full Stop hooked us up on the beer fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, so we got that cash out for the beer fund, guys.
Big up.
So really appreciate it. And we're going to check this one out.
Yep, let's get it. I know we gonna dig this.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie Sloth presents.
Cheers, guys. Yo, guys, was Chester P one of the dudes that was in the cipher we did?
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
he
what
was.
I was kind of thinking right now, man.
Was he the one that we really wanted to hear?
I think so. Oh, shit.
I can't remember if that's him or not. Like, there was one dude in there.
Maybe it was like the dude, though, you know, where it kind of fitted the Eminem thing. Like, you only get one shot.
Yes.
Like, maybe, I don't know, like, maybe that's him.
I hope that's him. I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Shit.
See, there's vultures in all the branches, enhancing the morning flares, and the shutters on every block who are stocking their only shares, and there's police up on every corner and circulating the square. Nothing but stale smoke and urination on the stairs, and there's nothing but bad blood and these drugs that will keep us here.
Dude, so I love how he comes right into it, talking about his streets, his neighborhood, dude, probably.
Like they talking about freaking like taking motherfucking pisses
on
the
fucking
stairs,
projects,
fucking
and like steps and all this stuff like that. Like, yeah, like
staircases.
Block who are stocking their only shares, and there's police up on every corner and circulating the square. Nothing but stale smoke and urination on the stairs, and there's nothing but bad blood and these drugs that will keep us here. Ghosts of the last frogs who will laugh when the reaper neared. It's the last of the last suppers. These brass knuckles will teach you to be sincere in the streets with the masked muggers. Now look,
dude, I like that.
This is the last of the last suppers.
And we got the brass knuckles, and then we need some teachers up in here. Like,
man.
The last suppers. These brass knuckles will teach you to be sincere in the streets with the masked muggers. Now look, there's death waiting. The system is breathtaking. It's snatching the breaths waiting while making the next patron in line to regard Satan divine as the steps take him. Cause living's just a game that we play with a death stake in. It's kind of tricky.
Wow, man. That's a way to say that, right?
Yeah.
Living is just a way. Like, I love the way he like paints that whole picture too, right?
Yeah.
Because he's basically saying like, we're all standing in a line, and basically like this line to death.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
like we're standing in a line, and one of these days you're gonna get to the front of that line.
Yeah. And that's just like how it is. It's just like as soon as you get pushed out that wound, guess what? You dying.
That's
you
right.
may be dying a really slow death. A slow death.
Yeah, some of these
but the moment that you step out, you dying.
Yeah.
Fine as the steps take him, cause living's just a game that we play with a death stake in. It's kind of tricky to walk with the ground quaking beneath your feet, and these were the scenes of the first making. I burst into life fighting with strife and the laws raging, searching for infinity's price and the...
I birthed into life fighting the laws of the...
Yeah, man. Like, he's like the way he, and I like how he is. I feel like maybe, I don't know, could be totally off, but I feel like maybe he didn't want to go to the booth. He just wanted to just be outside and like spit it like raw, like, cause like he's clearly like on a rooftop or something, right? Like, so like,
and that could be the case though. It's like if we think about it, he might have wanted to switch up. And like, this is like another situation, right? Remember how we did Potter like the other day, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, man, just a description of him right now. It's just, he looks like some guy that will be taking, care of any of my IT technical issues. though, you know what I mean? It's like, that's how he looks though, you know?
He just looks like one of the guys you'd be working like in the cubicle next to, right?
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Making I burst into life fighting with strife
like
and the
born.
laws raging, searching for infinity's price and the forsaken. Now look, my first job was survival beyond the breadline and trying to make a pound before dying to make the headline. Walking a tightrope into clouds of an open purgatory, thoughts of suicidal approach, but looking scared to approach, cause half these rappers in the making wanna murder me verbally, coach. Walking these streets of uncertainty, the flames circle me, doubters will get their fingers burnt and left alone to linger amongst us until the king returns.
Dude,
man, where has this dude been at?
This dude's phenomenal.
Where has this guy been at?
Chester got bars.
Damn.
Circle me, doubters will get their fingers burnt and left alone to linger amongst us until the king returns. The great secrets of life are trapped inside of us, blinded by the fact half our lives they try to lie to us. Far from the path of truth, all these leaders are misguided us, and this is why they tell us that Jesus had come and died for us. A true apocalypse, bricks of the new.
Dude, man, he getting into it all, man. He talking about these so-called leaders. He talking about all the misguidance and stuff like that, man. It's just like all of this freaking misdirection type of shit. Man, he's coming from that same garden, you know, that Akala and Mike has blossomed in,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, he's like on the same like pitch, like where, like he's
like low key, you know.
Yep.
Us. And this is why they tell us that Jesus had come and died for us. A true apocalypse, bricks of the new Acropolis. What? The triple goddess is shadowed by all these obelisks. My whole procedure's the workings of cosmologists, scholars of inner science who certainly need acknowledging. This
all right, guys, I ain't ready for all these science bars. Trying to drink a beer, have a good time. I'm getting taken to school.
That's what I'm saying, man. Dude, like for real, man. Listen, man, he was the guy that was, on the left side of that garden right there. You know what I mean? It's just like we seeing all of these blossoms and stuff like that, man. But then listen, like we see like this other gym over here.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, who's this?
Yeah, this is this is cool.
Just the workings of cosmologists, scholars of inner science who certainly need acknowledging. This concrete jungle made it hard for us to know our roots, trying to show the youths about Steiner and Christian Rosencreutz.
I like that. This concrete jungle makes it hard to understand our roots because you can't get through the concrete, and then we can't talk to the youths because we can't, like, oh man, that was.
Know what I want to know right now?
Bar.
Here's what I want to know right now. I don't hear no perfect right now. I don't hear no because listen, man, my man brought it for the desert, and that had to be at least 130 freaking degrees out there for all of that high tech equipment to be going and perfect. And he can't do this shit right here, like where it's like 70 something degrees.
Yeah, Get's got some.
Yo, man, where my man at?
Procedures, the workings of cosmologists, scholars of inner science who certainly need.
Maybe my boy sent it in.
Probably.
Acknowledging this concrete jungle made it hard for us to know our roots, trying to show the youths about Steiner and Christian Rosencreutz and Paracelsus and others I know have told the truth regarding how we live and we die and these other known taboos. See these systems of old, they're being stripped at source, turned against the masses in masses of evil Hitler sorts. Misinformation degrading the way we teach ourselves, chasing all our souls and our spirits into a deeper hell. I think it's time that we banged on these doors forcefully. Watch for the 4 horsemen approaching and reinforcing me. Wars in the Holy Land while they cling.
So who are the other horsemen?
Oh man,
because they're coming to back him up.
I'm just, man, I can only think about a few different names here.
I know what
like the ones that was in that garden that I was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, like the garden of knowledge, the garden of power.
Yeah, I don't know if he's part of the.
I don't know if he is, man, but I don't know.
Maybe
he got initiated into the game after this shit right here.
And our spirits into a deeper hell. I think it's time that we banged on these doors forcefully. Watch for the 4 horsemen approaching and reinforcing me. Wars in the Holy Land while they cling to their set of rosaries. Wars in the Holy Land in the hands of the devil, totally raping the earth. Globally cursed, the street mogully. Nobly so controlling these boulders I throw at nobody.
Dude,
look,
raping the earth.
Maybe I've been blind, man. But where has this dude been in these freaking requests, man?
I mean, I've seen a few Chester P's, but not that many. Not this many.
Globally cursed, the street mogully. Nobly so controlling these boulders I throw at nobody. I take a moment to aim at a realer enemy, dealing with good and bad and not rappers who wanna send for me. Walk with the 7th letter with blood from the 7th century. 77 angels surrounding my family mentally, walking up Jacob's ladder with daggers and bloody Ouija boards. A plague of locusts approaching before you see the Lord. I'm fully focused on something I call a deeper cause. Beefing over money and drugs has got these streets at war. These politicians straight lying through their teeth. When there's riots in the ends, they go and hide in their retreats. What a
dang, man.
Who talking about exposing, talking about keeping it freaking real.
Like, people are at war in these streets over drugs and money.
Yeah, and these guys with these freaking cush couches and freaking big ass offices fucking in hiding.
And when people come at them, when people want to talk to the system, they'll be like,
they wonder why.
They like
certain measures is freaking tooken, man. You know what I mean?
These politicians straight lying through their teeth. When there's riots in the ends, they go and hide in their retreats. While the people out of road can barely buy enough to eat. I heard that knowledge was a flame, so here's some fire for the streets, yeah? These politicians straight lying through their teeth. When there's riots in their ends, they go and hide in their retreats. While the people out of road can barely buy enough to eat. Heard that knowledge was a flame, so here's some fire in the streets, yeah? Big up Charlie Sloth, big up Zach. Big up Musty Volkoff on the beats, all my Australian family, Task Force, Real Talk Records coming soon.
Woo! Man.
Damn.
Yo, Chester.
Shit.
We're gonna need some more Chester on the channel.
Hey.
Yo, guys.
Hey, fam. Y'all gotta hook us up, man.
Yo, Buzz fam.
All right, for real.
Yeah. Let us know what else to check out.
Man.
Yo, full stop. Really appreciate the super thanks.
Yeah, for real, man.
Or the beer fund.
Yo. Chester P, man. He's spitting that knowledge. Man.
He's spitting fire.
He's spitting that knowledge.
All right, guys. Till the next one.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.